Hello there, it's Haley with the Armageddon Report. We're on cyclone.com, and before we talk about Saola, Damrey, and other storms whose names I don't know how to pronounce, I wanted to give you a quick site update. So if you go on over to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, you might notice they only have information on Saola. So Damrey is still just a tropical cyclone formation alert, which the JTWC issues when they think there's a really good chance that something's going to show up in the next, I think it's 12 to 14 hours is the guideline. But hey, so what's up? Where is Damrey on this thing? Well, however it's pronounced. But you know who knows what's up? The JMA. That's right, Japan's meteorological agency. They know who's in the house. They know that Damrey is in existence, and so is Saola. So, as a byproduct or whatnot, Cyclone is now passing JMA data. Because at the time that I was looking at this, it was going to be hours and hours and hours before the next JTWC update. And at this point, it's probably in the next 5 to 10, 15 minutes, probably by the time you're watching the screencast, the JTWC will know about Damrey. But, so now I have the JMA to call upon. But to give you some more technical details, you might notice that there's this thing that says high chance of tropical cyclone formation, and yet there are the points around it for the actual storm path, and that's because the red circle's coming from the JTWC, the actual path is coming from the JMA. And some more technical details, this one is actually still being produced by the JTWC data, so at some point later on I'm going to have to, synthesize the data, figure out a way to combine the JMA. See, the JTWC, it seems to go out further into the future. I think it's further, not farther, because it's not physical distance. Anyway, further into the future. However, the JMA data updates more frequently. That seems to be what's going on. So anyway, also, Pegasa, not passing their name. They've got I believe they're calling it GENER, G-E-N-E-R is what they're calling this, but everybody else, I have no idea how the name thing works, is calling that Saola, if that's how it's pronounced. So this one potentially going to impact Taiwan in the future. So, and potentially, this is of course inaccurate. It would be a typhoon, not a hurricane. So that's obviously something else to fix in the future. And then this one is potentially going to impact Japan in the future. And if you look at the spaghetti models, all the different paths, most of them are showing it going towards, would they call it southern Japan? Do they have an accent, do they have a southern accent in Japan? Is there such a thing? I have no idea. Anyway, off of that tangent, so that's what's going on right now. Oh, by the way, United States type-wise, the National Hurricane Center, actually Mexico, specifically, 10% chance down there. So that could potentially turn into Tropical Storm Gilmer, but I'm not going to count on it because we had that 90% thing in the Eastern Pacific not long ago that ended up turning into absolutely nothing. So a 10%, probably not at all. So, active weather hazards. We've got severe thunderstorm watches on the coast, and we've got heat coming back to the central areas or something, and flood type things over there. I think that's what the green is. Shouldn't it be blue? Isn't rain and water blue? Why is it green? Isn't green good? Anyway, yes, so here's what's going on. It's late enough that it's the 2000 Zulu, also known as GMT, also known as UTC outlook. Right, for today, 15% chance of winds, 15% chance of hail. Tornadoes apparently not really in the books today. However, a whole bunch of warnings. Now, of course, this will be out of date, completely inaccurate by the time you're watching it. But here, let's take a look. So we've got, looks like it's all severe thunderstorms at the moment, with some flash floods as well. Mostly along the coast, but some things back here. So here are the specific probability maps. So here's the wind map. So this would mean the probability of winds 58 miles per hour and greater. So here's a slight risk area over there, and 5% affecting quite a few more states. 15% for this area. 15% back here, and a 5% in Arizona, New Mexico, and just a smidge of Texas. Right, hail probably, it looks like it's basically the same exact map, except that it drops over here, so not as high and not as many states. Severe hail defined as 1 inch or larger, that's right, and severe tornadoes is a tornado at all in the United States, but that's completely moot today, because apparently there are going to be none. Tomorrow, 5% chance. Who knows what this map is? We quickly go on to this one, where it's the probability map of severe things actually happening. So just 5% chance at the moment. Day after tomorrow, same story, confusing map. So 5% map for the day after tomorrow thing. So, but this could get upgraded. Who knows? Days 4 through 8, potential too low again. So that means there isn't severe thunderstorms, at least as of now, expected in days 4 through 8. Righto, whatever. Yes, severeweathertv.com is the official homepage of this screencast, and I'd like to point out, if you'd like to be depressed, you go click on the drought tab and you see that it's going to be horrible for a long, long time. Unless, I did read something actually. If we could get, like, what was it, a hurricane or something to form here, and then, bring a whole bunch of water, just have it, because it doesn't have to be hurricane status, it just needs to dump buckets and buckets of rain. That could help, what's the word, ameliorate the drought. That's a really big word, and I really actually have no idea what it means. Anyway, but it would help the drought. I know what the word help means. Anyway, so yes, I keep saying anyway, it's my favorite word today. That's right, severeweathertv.com, already pimped that. WikiWix is wickedwx.com for your severe thunderstorm needs. Also weather.gov, Storm Prediction Center, and Cyclone, cyclone.com is now covering the National Hurricane Center, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, and the Japan Meteorological Agency. How about that? Yes, so that's it today. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday, and that I hope your Saturday lasts forever so you don't have to go back to work on Monday, right? Wouldn't that be the dream?